What recently unfolded between Jack Doherty, Wes Watson, and the Island Boys has erupted into one of the most chaotic livestream scandals of the year. What started as a typical night of livestream content, chasing attention, stirring conflict, and performing for viewers, suddenly devolved into hostility, threats, and a moment so explosive that Jack and Wes raced to erase the entire broadcast. But as always, once something hits the internet, it's too late. Viewers had already saved every second. Now, several online reports claim this incident may bring serious legal trouble for both Jack and Wes. Here's how everything spiraled out of control. The tension began when the Island Boys joined Jack and Wes on stream. Wes, who built his reputation around discipline, toughness, and a past spent in California State Prison, appeared with his usual alpha male persona. But the vibe didn't land the way he intended. The Island Boys immediately started poking fun at him, even teasing him about his height, despite the fact that they were literally looking up at him. You could feel the discomfort in the room, but things hadn't exploded yet. That changed later that night at a restaurant. Still live on stream, the Island Boys brought a friend to their table, someone who clearly had no idea what he was walking into. The moment he arrived, Wes lost all composure. Without any build-up, he launched into a furious outburst, yelling at the man, using racial slurs, threatening him, and physically pushing him away. Jack simply laughed from the side, while the Island Boys just stood there, making no attempt to protect the friend they had invited. The clip is difficult to watch. The man doesn't fight back. He barely says a word. Yet Wes keeps escalating, while Jack continues filming as though it's part of the entertainment. And then the stream disappeared. But taking down a live stream in 2025 is meaningless. Audiences had already downloaded and shared the footage. Across social media, people are calling the confrontation a potential hate crime situation, especially since it happened publicly and in front of thousands of viewers. Even longtime supporters of Jack and Wes say this is the lowest moment either of them has ever had. Critics argue that Wes exposed a side of himself that can't be undone, and that Jack is willing to cross any boundary imaginable just to keep the views coming. Meanwhile, the Island Boys found themselves once again pulled into chaos far beyond what they expected. With backlash spreading quickly and reports that authorities are reviewing the live stream, this situation is nowhere near resolved. And considering Jack is already dealing with other legal issues this year, the timing couldn't be worse. Is this simply damage control for now, or the beginning of an even bigger fallout? Share your thoughts in the comments.